Like, maybe there's a better word. I'm going to look at the dictionary today and find a better word for selfish. That's what
You
I'm
should
going
look
to
in
do.
a thesaurus, I think, right?
Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right, TJ. You're absolutely right. A thesaurus is helpful. Dom, shut the up, because I see you right
She
there.
hasn't said like
No,
anything
because
this
she
whole
doesn't
time.
have to, because she's
Oh,
making that face and I can see it. And that's why I'm just like, Dom, I know you want to join in on this. All right, guys,
all right.
let's just start the
Let's get
episode
yeah.
here. I think we're just gonna go straight into just the episode. We're gonna make some cuts, but there'll be some stuff available for what we were just talking about on Patreon. Not a whole ton, but we'll give you a taste. So, anyways, are you ready, Dom? All right. And 3, and 2, and 1. What's up, and welcome to another episode of Talk Your Shift. I am Mel.
I'm Jessica.
Hi, Jessica. For those of you who don't know, it's Dom. Don't be tricked. Anyways, thank you. And we have a returning guest to the pod. Woo, 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 TJ.
Thank
Woo,
you,
woo,
thank you, thank you. Wonderful to be back as always.
woo. Oh my goodness. How have you been?
Good, busy, very, very busy working on Necromance, which we
Mm-hmm.
did speak about my first time coming
Yes.
on, and I told you it was going to be my first feature film.
Mm-hmm.
We would be doing a crowdfunding campaign, and we'd be trying to make it the right way. So,
Yes. And from what I
and
seen, you guys, have you reached the goal yet, or have you gotten very, very close?
we are over the goal. We are over the goal. We are at just under $9,200. Our goal was 8,500, which is amazing. I really can't. I got to tell you, I'm blown away. I thought this was going to be something that I was going to be like really sweating it out at the end there, but it turned out the film family, as I always talk about, really came through. And
Yes.
we're still like 11 days to go, 10 days to go. If anybody wants to contribute to this point, I mean, all you're doing is making the final product even better, getting those little details, the little stuff in the background, the stuff that makes a little film a little bit better, brings more out of the story. And even more importantly, helping me take care of the cast and crew, and giving them the best experience possible on set. So that's what every cent is going for now, because we already are what we needed to do to be able to make the film we wanted to make, and now we can just make the film better.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Yes,
cheesing
it's
so
great.
hard. I've been watching the whole freaking time, man. And when I saw it going boop, 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 I said, oh my God, blessings,
Thank you,
blessings.
thank you.
I haven't had a chance to because I just started my new job, which everybody knows about at this point. But when I get a second, I'm donating to the fund. So anybody who wants to join me in donating to, if there's any more, if like, are you still taking anything at this point? If
Oh
anyone wanted
yes,
to still add?
it you can go to Seed and Spark, search Necromance, and you can look at the campaign there. You can watch the pitch video, look at some of the incentives that I do offer.
Mhm.
And it's running until the end of the month. It runs till February 29th.
Absolutely. We
So again,
expand the budget.
yeah, that's all you're doing at this point. It's really, again, I can't thank everyone enough for all their help and support all along the way. 2 years of work, and we're right at the cusp of finally doing it. So it's
Hell
very, very cool.
yeah!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm just so hyped. I'm sorry. I'm like, if you were here, I'd probably like whack you or like punch you in the arm because I just
Yeah, this is why I wanted to do this on Zoom, because we can keep it a little
obviously,
bit more
yes, yes. Safer. It'd be safer for you, is what
correct.
it is.
Like I have a lot of work to do here. I can't afford some injury from some wild person celebrating.
Oh my gosh. All right. So with that, if you're new here, Dom and I like to discuss life and the journey. And we love promoting our friends, especially our creative friends. We have so many in our community. And so we always want to put their faces out there. And we just continue to create community like amongst the arts, if you will. So we are going to go to our first segment. So we've switched up since you were last here. We're going to start off with the Am I the Asshole? And then we're going to get into the nitty gritty life stuff. Okay.
All right.
All right, Dom, are you ready? You've been kind of quiet over there.
My brain is on fire, but yeah,
Why is your brain on fire, Dom?
I'm so tired.
You being a big girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dom's
Gotta-
got a
gotta-
salary and all that, so she's doing the adult thing, waking up at ass crack. I'm like, oh.
Gotta hold down the fort,
Mhm.
make everybody proud, like Gru says in Despicable Me.
I haven't seen the newest one. It looked cute though, from what I saw. Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
Have you seen it, TJ?
No.
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 What does your son like to watch? Like, what is he into?
Mickey Mouse. It's Mickey Mouse. Only Mickey Mouse.
Oh my God, that's so freaking cute. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah. For the first couple years, it was cute. Yeah.
But that's it. So it's just Mickey goes over here, Mickey does that, and like there's no other.
Yeah, it's Mickey. He loves Mickey. I mean, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna argue with the guy.
That's fair. That's fair. And how's the new little one?
Oh, he's wild. Yeah.
How old is he
He's
now?
wild. He's like 3 kids, it feels like. He's a little over 1. He's a little over 1. 1 and a few
Baby.
months. Yeah.
Babies and children.
But he is oh man. He's all over the place.
That's so funny. Listen, Damien is currently like starting to throw tantrums now, and he's doing that thing where he bangs his head on the floor, and I'm just like, dude, because I didn't want to give him like a bottle, and he just like went bang bang, and then
That's
he's
fun,
like,
right?
and then he comes over and he hugs me, and he's just like, Mama, and I was like, it's okay, big feelings, man. I would love to give you the bottle, but I feel like I really actually talked to him like this though. I'm like, I would love to give you the bottle, but like, this is gonna mess up your teeth. And you can only have it for bedtime. I don't know. Do you talk to your kids like that? Because I feel I just talk to him like a regular person, even and sometimes like a baby voice.
Yeah, for the most part. I think at this point I mean, with Bobby, he's still such a little baby. So,
Yeah.
we still, you still, but you do find yourself talking to him like when you're trying to do something and he's all like under your feet and you're like, man, come on, like, would you give me a break? And it's like he's just like looking at you like, pick me up. So yeah, I do find myself talking to the kids like I would be talking to just like you said, like a regular person.
Yes. Well, not regular. I mean like an adult person. Like, does
That's
that
what
make
I mean
sense?
too. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Yes,
Yes.
yes, of course.
I'm like, yeah. So, anyways, sorry guys, I smoked a little bit before this. So we're working with a different kind of brain right now, y'all. But I'm here and I'm sharp enough to get us through this. So here is, without any more ADHD interruptions, the Am I the Asshole segment. All right. So, am I the asshole for telling my daughter if she pays for her sister's college, then I will stop favoring her with my money?
Wait, what?
Yeah, say it again.
Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my daughter if she pays for her sister's college, then I will stop favoring her with my money? Like favoring the other sister favoring the sister that needs to get her college paid for.
Wait a minute. So the question is, who are we asking is the asshole again? I'm sorry. That's my question.
Can I interject?
The father. The father.
I know who the asshole is. The father.
Yes.
Say the whole thing again.
This feels like one of those backwards like riddles.
Listen,
like, really weird. It was.
You don't understand. I struggle.
Both of them.
Listen,
Wait a minute.
I struggle with these all the time. And what I'm trying to explain to you is when there's no fucking commas or whatever, I'm reading it to you how it's given to me. Like this is made by the people.
Do it like walking. Do it like walking
with
no punctuation.
Time. Time.
Am I the asshole for telling
No.
my daughter? Is that how you
That's
do it?
awful.
I
Hold
don't
on.
have my AirPods. I don't have. Hello. I
Oh.
don't have my AirPods. Is that bad?
I don't know. What does that mean?
No.
Okay. No, because you told me last time to have my AirPods in for like quality, and I just remembered I don't have them in. Does it sound any different than it did last time?
Oh, no. It sounds
All right,
good.
No, this is, we haven't been able to notice anything.
Yeah,
right.
no, it actually sounds really good. Like, them kids must be sleeping. Yeah, they should be sleeping at this point. So you got a quiet house right now, Dom. All
Okay.
right. So can we get back to the segment, please?
Yeah, let's
All
Yeah.
right. This is
understand.
what okay. I've already said it 3 fucking times. I'm going to tell you
No,
this.
twice.
Oh,
Twice
So
you said it.
she said
Say
it
it one
twice.
more time.
She said it twice.
Twice.
But
Like the shirt.
pretty much her cousin's brother's
Say it.
sister's uncle's niece.
Yeah. Former roommate.
yeah.
Roommate.
All right.
Twice removed.
Say it one more time.
Okay. Here we go. Am I the asshole for telling my daughter if she pays for her sister's college, then I will stop favoring her with my money?
Yes. I get it now. Yes. Yes. He is the asshole. So basically, he's telling his daughter to you take care of your sister, and then I'll stop taking care of your sister. Instead of telling the sister is being taken care of, take care of yourself.
Okay. Here's the story. Here we go. Dom
What do you
always
mean?
makes
There's more? Why'd you ask me to say something and now? Like, all right, well, here's what really happened. Wait a minute.
No, that's how
Dom is
this segment
drinking
starts.
French's yellow mustard.
This episode is so fucking chaotic. It's
Sponsored by
amazing.
Nesquik.
There's strawberry milk in here. It's not straight syrup. I swear.
Why do you sound like a person out in the field? Like
Because-
on the news.
He does.
because that's when you do crackhead things, you got to fit the persona. It's strawberry milk, guys. It's strawberry milk. It's not syrup.
Okay. Are you ready for me to tell you the story? So I asked
Yes.
the question, but it's the title of the Am I the Asshole? So the question is also the title. Now I'm going to tell you the story. Sorry, guys, but we got here at this point. Here we go.
Okay.
I will. This is hilarious. This is where the way it starts. I will try to make this as clear as possible. So here we go. My mother had a fund that was supposed to be for both of the grandchildren. She told me multiple times it was for both of the kids. She also informed me the girls that they had money. She passed away unexpectedly. My oldest, named Shelly, was the only one on the fund, and it is legally hers. She didn't share it with her sister, Grace, and she has a huge head start in life right now with it. Due to this money, she has been able to go to college debt-free and is going to buy a house soon. My husband and I, this is the wife, sorry. Or maybe I don't even know anymore. It's a parent. My husband and I have been scrambling to give as much money as possible to Grace since she really got screwed over. Even with all of our help, she still needs to take out student loans. Grace is working while in college and she found a student job that gives free housing. The issue is that she needs a car for it. So my husband and I are going to buy a car for her because turning down this job would result in a ton of extra debt. So Shelly, the sister with the money, found out about us getting the car and is pissed. She is upset with us for favoring Grace and that she never got a car from us. I pointed out she doesn't need help financially at all. We argued for a while and I had enough. I told her that if she pays for her sister's college, then I will stop favoring her sister with my money. She called me a jerk and isn't responding. And according to my mother's partner, she had the money together in order to build it up and was going to split it when my oldest went to college, but she passed away before that. They are full sisters with the same parents. So that's
Okay.
the full context. So
All
now,
right. So
That's sister's.
let me wrap my head around this
yes.
very highly complicated story you gave to us once. All right. So the two sisters were supposed to split this money, right?
Correct. Yes.
And so when the grandmother passed away,
Yes.
what, one was like 18, the other one wasn't?
No, the grandmother kept all the money together. I guess it was like in one of those investment ones that accrues like not accrues, but it creates interest, so it gets bigger. So she kept the money together, and so only one of the sisters' names was on that like entitlement for the money. So when the grandmother passed
So the other
away,
sister got nothing.
correct.
And then probably the grandmother told them what the deal was, and his other sister took all the money, basically.
Yeah. So
And so now
yeah.
the question, hold on. So now the dad or the parents
Yeah.
are saying, look, you totally screwed over your sister. Hey, also this girl who got all this money is mad that nobody got her a car.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Man, all right. So I know who the asshole is now, but
And it's not the parents.
definitely not. No, Melanie, you really got to work on how you deliver these things. Just because you got to say, I'm gonna read the question and then or just read the story. Read the story, and then you should read the question part at the end.
No, the question part's the title. That's how all of them start. Like,
Yes. Yep, that's how you do
Well,
it.
it's real. That is real deceiving. Those titles.
Yes. Dom says no, and she's wrong all the time, or she says yes.
No,
and
I say yes all the time.
Yes, yes. She says yes all the time.
And it's usually no. I bet that's probably really the pattern. That that is never. Yeah. Wow. That girl is a real asshole, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fucked up. How are you gonna sit here, have no college debt, about to buy a house, and you're mad that your parents got your sister a car? First of all, the deal was that the two of you were going to split the money, and you decided to take advantage of the fact that there were some legal what's it called, barricades in front of your sister. Like, that's fucked up. No, you're an asshole, and I hope that your sister makes a shit ton of money, and then you get pissed because she has a new Porsche and your parents also helped fund it. And you know,
I appreciate you being delicate about this, but yeah, like that is wild.
How do you say though that the parents are like your parents are favoring your sister with money when everything was given to you on a silver platter? That's not favoring, that's assisting the one in need.
It's entitlement is a crazy thing.
He's a piece of shit.
Like, maybe there's a better word. I'm gonna look at the dictionary today and find a better word for selfish. That's what I'm going to do. You should look
in a thesaurus, I think, right?
Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right, TJ. You're absolutely right. A thesaurus is helpful. Dom, shut the fuck up. Because I see you right there.
She hasn't said anything.
No, because she doesn't have to, because she's making that face and I can see it. And that's why I'm just like, Dom, I know you want to join in on this. Anyways, all right. So that was our segment for the Am I the Asshole? And we are going to move on to our next segment, which is our beloved meme segment. I scroll the interwebs looking for insightful and thought-provoking conversation starters. And so we're going to read one of those today and we shall discuss. So there's the disclaimer and the instructions behind the segment for you, TJ.
Is it the one you sent to me?
Correct.
Already.
Yes.
Okay, so the homework is the same.
Yes. Okay, so now I have to go back and find it because there's been so many text messages. All right, hold on. Dom, say something while I'm looking for it.
All right. Pretty much, TJ is basically Steven Spielberg. So if you didn't know, now's the time to hop on.
Probably much.
Hold on. Now's the time to hop on the train while all of his stuff is cheaper.
And accessible. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, once it becomes big, good fucking luck. So
thank you very much. Thank you. I hope everything you say is true.
It is, because what I say, what is it that the Kardashians say? Bible. Right?
I haven't watched the Kardashians in years. They're like on season 36. Like, I'm cool.
I don't know. That's what I heard. They say like Bible or some shit like that.
I don't even understand what that means.
That new lingo. I believe it. That they would say. Instead of
Yeah,
saying
like,
it's true, that they would say, "Oh, that's Bible." I
yeah,
can
instead
under,
of saying
I
that
could
Oh
see
wait,
that.
that's how we're using it?
that's
Okay.
how
Well,
they
that's not
use
how
it.
that's not
That's
I'm
how
how
sh-
I
they
use
use
it.
it.
I'm
Instead of
guessing that's how
fucking,
it's being used. Yeah.
yeah, instead of being a grown fucking adult and saying, yeah, that's true, they say Bible. And you know what? I hope they watch this. I'm in a hater mood today.
Oh, nice. I love
Like
it.
a
I love
fun,
that
like
for
a
you.
fun hater. You know what I'm saying? Like a troll, pretty much.
Yeah, but like a not harmful troll. All right, I found it. Thank you, Dom. Here we go. I am not who I was a year ago, and that brings me so much peace. Dom, I'm going to let you go first to give our guest a moment.
That was very short. I was still here waiting for the other half.
No, that's it. That's it.
Wow. So it's not the affirmation is I'm not who I was a year ago.
No, it's not an affirmation. It's just
I'm sorry, the meme.
yeah, it's oh, here it is. I am not who I was a year ago, and that brings me so much peace.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um
I'm
hmm.
like, I feel like, especially like, I mean, TJ's been working on his YouTube channel for a hot second at this point, but shifts, like changes, I feel like we've definitely experienced a lot of changes since last year as
Yeah.
creators, as people, you know, possibly as parents or family members, you know what I mean? But a year is a short ass time, but it's also a long ass time for like the growth. Does that make sense? Like it goes by so quickly, but
Hmm.
like there's also so many little pockets of like gems or lessons or experiences, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And so I just feel like really good about it. And I can't believe we hit our 1 year anniversary
Yeah.
like on Valentine's Day. So
Mhm.
it's just like I'm just really proud of us for being super consistent, and like even when I was struggling with these damn, you know, editing tools and like trying to fucking the battery and the camera kept dying and I had to get the new. It's been a journey. It's been a journey for I mean, and we're still like working out the kinks, and like I mean our anniversary episode, we're missing like a good half an hour of
Good,
video from it.
good
Like I
job.
was yeah, I was only able to post the first 20 minutes, but I had the full audio. For anyone who wants to start creating content, record your audio separately, because that way you always have some sort of content. Like make sure visuals are cool, but audio is also is a market for it. So anyways, so the full audio is on Spotify, but like we still fucking up, and by we I mean me, because the camera was like going in and out of focus like so much. It was insane. I was just like, this is so uncomfortable. There's no amount of editing I could do to make this palatable. Like, so
Gonna
I
get
just told them, I said, fuck it, let's just give them what we got, and we love you for still being here for it, guys. So yeah, TJ or Dom, if you have any input or any thoughts.
uh you want to go first, TJ? I don't mind. You're the guest. You choose.
Sure. Um, so I guess, I mean, over the course of every year, there's obviously, as you said, there's little things that happen that probably in the moment don't resonate to you as much as they end up doing when you look back over the course of that year. Um, and yeah, so many things change over the course of a year. Um, this time last year, I had the newborn, had no sleep at all, really, at all.
Relatable.
Um, and was working on trying to make my film. And now this time this year, I have the baby is now a year older, obviously a little bit older here. I still
Yes.
have no sleep really and
Mm.
working on my film. So maybe nothing really changes over the course of it. No.
Yes.
But the steps that I've made personally at home over the last year and professionally, not only in filmmaking but also professionally in my job in the restaurant industry. But yes, in filmmaking, the strides that we've made, everybody that I'm working with on this production, is really incredible. And I can't believe that we are where we are. And I'm very grateful that we are where we are.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's so good. Now I have a question about your process, but Dom, you go next and then I'll ask TJ my question.
You sure you're gonna remember the question?
We'll see. We'll see. Either way, we're good conversationalists. We can keep this thing going.
That's fair. Yeah, I actually, that meme actually hits. I say this every single time. Like, we do an episode and conveniently, not so conveniently, because I feel like the universe be doing this, but um we talk about a meme and I'm like, wow, I literally was just having this conversation with whoever. Um, but that was kind of my anthem this weekend, was just reflecting on the past year, with Mel and Carlton, excuse me, and a few of my other friends and my mentor. So yeah, I think change could be really, really scary. And
Hell yeah.
like TJ nailed it on the head when he said that in the moment, you don't really realize, like, you don't really realize the significance of it because you're going through something and it might feel very minute in that moment, or it could feel very big and intense in that moment, and you don't really take a step back and look at the big picture and think, okay, well, how is this shaping my future? How is this shaping me even currently? um but I agree. I'm happy that I'm not the same person I was a year ago, but at the same time, I find myself in some moments mourning that I'm not the same as I was last year, or like a couple of years ago, for certain aspects. Um, but as you were speaking, TJ, I don't know why, but the image that came up in my brain, maybe because I started going back to the gym and I'm trying to like get back on my fitness grind. Change is kind of like working out. Like you're shredding your muscles essentially, and you're breaking it down. Feels super sore, and it's like, oh my god, this fucking hurts, and now I have tendonitis in my elbow. But
Is that how you get tendonitis?
dude, I didn't know that. Nate explained to me that pretty much from
I'm glad we both didn't know, and now you're explaining it to me because I think that's hilarious. Okay.
Apparently, because I did arms last week and I went a little too hard in the paint.
Okay.
So like I got golfer's elbow. So like doing this was like
Oh.
impossible. This one still hurts a little bit, but essentially, if you stress your muscles a little bit too much, like from how Nate explained it, and you don't give yourself enough resting time in between sets, you inflame your tendon. And because of that, that's why it hurts, because you didn't give it enough time to rest. So basically, like, yeah, like you went a little bit too hard there, buddy. So that's why,
Interesting.
but besides the point.
Yes.
So yeah, change is kind of like working out, because you really strip down your muscles and then you feel really sore and kind of not the best in the moment. But then after you get past the soreness, you go back to the gym or life, and you go through another workout set or another set of events, and you're like, oh, that was actually kind of a little bit easier, or like you breeze right through it. Um, and you look good too. Like the muscle starts taking shape, you got a little bit of the tricep cut and stuff. And then you look back and you're like, wow, like that fucking sucked in the moment. That was actually fucking terrible. And I think I threw up a little bit in the locker room, but here we are.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, change is cool. It sucks in the moment sometimes. But if you're able to kind of take that step back, and also, I guess, not take things as personally, because if you think about it, change isn't personal. No matter what's going on, to me at least, it's not, because it's something that has to be done. And if it's someone that's deciding to step away from your life, or it's someone that's making a decision on behalf of you, and like like a partner type of thing, um, like I don't know. Change is such a delicate thing. And I feel like it can suck in the moment because it's like, I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Because as humans, comfort is what we look for.
Mhm.
Like we don't really want to venture out most times. Like if something feels normal and comfortable, because I mean that's kind of how healing is, right? Like your bad habits that maybe like childhood trauma and stuff like that, the reason why you resort back to it is because that's what feels normal and comfortable. Even though it's not good for you and it's not healthy, that's what feels normal. Whereas something that's healthy um feels like, "Ugh, I don't-"
Yeah. Yep. It's taking your
Mhm.
medicine. It's taking your medicine,
Yeah.
man. It fucking tastes disgusting, but you'll feel
Yep.
better in
Yeah.
3 to 5 business days. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. But not
Mhm.
cheap. Cool. Cheap, cool. What do you think, Mel?
just I feel good. I feel like I've been um I feel like at this point, although I'm still hard on myself for not being where I want to be, I think we talked about this a little bit last episode where it's like I feel realistic but more optimistic, and I feel like I'm in a better place. And so um change at this point doesn't seem so scary because I realized at this point I have curated the tools, refined my tools, like my personal tools, enough to navigate me through what I wanted. So I wanted um a certain, like, I wanted to create, I wanted to be more financially stable, and although we have so much more to do and to learn and grow, like, it's not as scary. It's exciting as shit, man. It just feels like I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm fucking hyped to see I'm excited, like, watching a movie and being like, "Oh my God, like I can't wait to see what's next," or like I can't wait for next week's episode of like season 6, Melanie in her 30s. You know what I mean? So it's like
Mhm.
it just feels amazing. And
Well, you
so
have something. You have something in front of you that you're doing yourself, and that what that feeling is, and it's you taking control and saying, I'm going to do this, and you continue to do it, and you continue to push forward, and that's amazing. You know,
right, us
most people,
creatives, we do that shit.
most people don't won't do that, or they can't do that, or it takes them a really really long time to do that.
Oh yeah, because it's scary as hell. Because it's
Yeah,
scary as hell in the beginning,
yeah.
you know? But I think it was worth it. Our projects and the decisions that we've made up until this point. It's just
Hmm.
like needed to be exactly where I ended up where I needed to be. And that's why it's like I told my husband today, because I brought him to my new job. I was like, I can't wait to show you what I manifested. Like, because I've been
Hmm.
thinking about just I had a certain picture in my head without going into a lot of details, but I had a certain vision. And when I tell you this exceeds my expectations, and that's why I'm like, guys, y'all got to stay positive. You got to keep telling yourself, even when it's shitty, you got to recharge that battery, man. And
Hmm.
you got to take moments for yourself to recharge, because when the blessing does come, you want to be fucking ready. You want to be ready. You're going to stumble a little bit because, you've never been here before, but you're more centered, you're more grounded in yourself, and you're able to then move through this new situation
Yeah.
differently, so it
Sounds
just
like you
feels
have to
good.
be a little bit selfish
Oh, look at
about that,
that. Okay.
bringing it back.
That's
I agree.
fantastic. I love that. I sometimes I can do that and sometimes I can't, but that was brilliant, TJ. So I have a question for you, and I'm trying to
Okay.
formulate it in the best way possible, but I'm like,
Oh boy. Okay.
during your like filming journey and like your editing journey, right? Um, were there things that you wanted specifically? So like when it came to like editing, or like just where you were positioning the camera, or any of those kind of
Hmm.
creative decisions, were there things that you pictured in your head, or were there like happy accidents that happened along the way, or like what did you see happening more often, or what was your experience?
Well, you're going to get a lot of that, both. Happy accidents are just going to happen. And also, to me, I found that I get the best out of being collaborative. So, it's not somebody else, has an idea for something that they think will work. I'll listen to it. And then if I like it enough, then we'll shoot it too. And then sometimes it'll get used, just before we came on here on the ride over, I had a conversation with my friend Steve, who's doing all the effects and the kills in Necromans, and we were going over all the kills and what I want to see, what he's reading on the paper, and what I'm looking for, and then he's telling me what he thinks and how he's going to try, and it all sounds amazing, and it's going to be so cool. So it's what I see. And then it's me working with people who know how to do that, and then they make it happen. And I need to understand that it's not always going to look like at this point. Also, I know it's not going to look like it's going to look in my head, because it looks in my head, it has a massive, massive budget. And I have an amazing budget right now, but it is not the budget that's in my head. So I've already gotten past that and accepted it, that I'm going to try to do the best I can to get to that.
Yes.
But so there's a lot of planning, and then there's shots that I definitely want, and there's things that I definitely want to do, and then there's things that I don't know what I want yet, and there'll be things that when we're there, I'll be like, oh my god, that looks really cool. Let's get that in a shot, or let's get this in the shot. Like, for example, for Birdie's, the main character's bedroom, I'm like, very willing. I want to let the actress sort of dress the room, because I'm very much into, if you love that character, you might know more about that character than I do, even though I wrote it, and you'll help me learn more about that character. But with that, there are like things that I'm like, they're going to be in the room, like that. There's no question about it, and they're going to be there, and they're going to be featured in the background, and not overbearing or anything like that, but just stuff that's important to me that I want in there.
Yeah.
But then for the other stuff, like I want, and that gives me more buy-in from my cast and crew, because everybody is not just here they're here working with me to get my vision, but that's the key, is they're here working with me. We're here just working for me. I want people to be all in and want to give me as best that they can and their best ideas, because that's going to get me the best end result. For somebody like me, I need everybody to be as enthusiastic or as close to enthusiastic about it as I am.
Yeah.
Because that's how we're going to be able to make something awesome.
Hell yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. All the yeses in the world. I have nothing. That's so good. I'm like speechless. It sounds so good.
It turns out this is exactly how I tried to run Ruby Tuesday all those years, but not everybody bought in.
Listen, at some point, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut for obvious reasons. Sorry, guys.
I tried to see if I could hook her.
You're very, very funny. But damn, now you messed up my question, because you got me. I feel like I got. But
you got.
I did. Pretty much, I guess I'm trying to think. For me, it's mostly experimentation. And then just going back and forth on like what the stuff I have access to can do for me. Like sometimes I'll try to do a thing and I'm like, oh, I just don't have the right equipment, or I don't have the knowledge yet on how to use these tools in order to, because there's like, I've found out so much when it came to like layering and stuff of like visuals. I didn't realize how much goes into that itself. And I think some of the things that I've wanted to do required that. And I'm just like, at some point I'll learn how to do that. But we do our best here at Talk Your Shift, guys. We do our best with our budget and our enthusiasm. Right?
Why didn't you pronounce it like that?
I knew it.
Yeah, I know. What was work on? You got to get if you're going to use the word like that and make it a big deal. Like this is what your podcast is running on, a mispronounced word. Come on, Melanie.
Stop.
We run on enthusiasm.
You don't ever do the wrong emphasis? You don't ever do
on the wrong syllable? Yeah.
Yes, for funsies. For funsies.
For funsies.
I feel like TJ just looks at me sometimes and he's just like, this chick is out of her mind. She's such a weirdo. But you love me. So that's why he keeps coming back and hanging out with us.
Well, this sounds toxic, but all right.
Oh my God.
Listen, they always come back. They always come back.
What? I think I'm kind of funny. So I feel like if you can make people laugh, you can make people stay.
Again, toxic, but all right.
What do you mean? That's not, how is that toxic? There's happiness being exchanged. It's not like in order to get people to stay, you just gaslight them.
You're trying to make people stay, Melanie.
No.
That is toxic. You literally said your exact words. If we could rewind the podcast, we could.
Oh my God.
We've lost Dom. You said, if you make people laugh, you can make people stay. Why are you trying to make people stay? Don't make me do anything, Melanie.
This sounds
I used the wrong word.
Syndrome-y. Very Stockholm syndrome-y. Now I'm scared. I am shaking. I might throw up a little bit.
You know what's interesting is I signed up for this.
This is the second time.
I signed up for this episode, for the two of them together to bully me. I totally signed up for this. However, just like, fuck you guys.
Who's bullying? Whoa, that's a little extreme, Melanie.
Now that's projecting.
We're having some lighthearted fun, and you have to take it all serious.
Yeah, seriously.
I should storm off of this podcast right now.
TJ, I know you're not talking. Like, you're so sweet, but I've seen you. I
don't know what you are referring to. I've always been nothing but calm, cool, and collected in the restaurant setting. Always.
That's
correct. I'm also
never on the floor. Never on the floor.
I become never on the floor. Always no. You'll never see that on the
Never on the floor. Always in the kitchen. Always in the kitchen. That's where everybody lets it out.
Yeah, I mean that's if it's closed off, then yes, that will happen. That's a bit of a. Well, it's a different world now. You can't do that now. Now I would not do that now.
Is it really? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So. Since I last worked for you, it has been a while.
Dom, I'm sorry. Are we boring you, Dom?
No, I run up of hopes and aspirations.
She yawns every episode multiple times. The people are used to it.
Look, it is relatively late. It is also so.
It is. So we're going to then wrap this up so Dom can get some sleep. So Dom, can you give us our affirmation to inspire the people?
Yes, I can. I just hit my funny bone.
It doesn't look like anything happened because you just have your picture.
My funny bone.
Yeah, that's what happened. All right. So our affirmation for today is, let me get a drum roll from the guest, please. You can never hear it. Mel, I think last time Mel tried to do it and it literally just looked like.
Let me try it.
Nothing.
That's literally the microphone I'm hitting.
But the mic is with your AirPods, no?
No, I have the microphone hooked up for this, and I hear out of the AirPods.
Close enough. All right. So today's affirmation.
So I'm going to do.
For the sake of public image, no.
Oh, wow.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Wow.
She's ruthless. She's absolutely ruthless. Nobody is safe, TJ. Nobody is safe.
No, listen, I deserve it. That's for sure.
All right, Dom. Inspire the people.
All right. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. So, our affirmation for today is, we did that embarrassing public image of TJ. I am able to accept that change can be a good thing.
I'm able to accept that change can be a good thing. I like that.
Right? So
you've been hitting these affirmations real good.
I'm intelligent at times.
Wonderful. Okay. You're
But yeah,
brilliant.
I really hope that that resonates with everyone. And if it doesn't just yet, hopefully it will at some point. And I hope that it like hits when you're least expecting it, because those aha moments are the best. So yeah, I hope that whatever you need to help you comes your way. So yeah. And if it doesn't, sucks to suck.
Wonderful. Wonderful, honey. All right. TJ, thank you for joining us. It's
Oh,
always
thank
a
you guys
pleasure.
thank you for having me back on. This was a lot of fun. It was a lot
Hell
of fun. I really,
yeah.
really appreciate it. It's great to see you both. Mel, obviously, long time, known you a long time, so it's great to see you. I'm glad you're doing well.
Thank you. Same for you, man. So
Thank you.
please tell the people, where can they find you? Where can they add to your big boy budget? Like, what are we doing?
So, you can follow me and the film on Instagram at KIGB Productions or Necromance 2024. You can check out the campaign on Seed and Spark. You can just search Necromance, or if you follow those Instagram accounts, the link is in the bio, and I am constantly updating about it, so you can find it there. Again, any contribution you could possibly make is so greatly appreciated by all of us, and it's only going to benefit what we can put on screen, and again, the experience for my cast and crew who are going to be working really, really hard with me to bring something great.
Hell yeah. All right, Dom. Tell them about us. Tell them about us.
All right. So, because it's 2024, we have some social media platforms that we would like for you to check us out on. So, you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. We also have a Patreon that you could check us out on. And it's how much, Mel?
$5. Five.
That is correct. Right.
Stop judging me. All right,
I'm not.
anyways.
Who was Mel?
No, it was Dom. I wasn't yelling at you, TJ.
I will.
She was 1,000%. That's why I was telling her not to do that.
Yeah. But our Patreon is $5. So please, if it's in your budget, kindly. Oh my God, I'm so used to work. I said kindly. Please do us a favor and support our Patreon, because it helps us just continue to grow. And as Mel says, but you can also find us on Instagram. We have a Ticketed Talk. We also have an email. So do we get many emails, Mel?
No one has emailed us yet, and
Right, so
I'd love it.
Someone send an email, please. Goddamn. So yeah. Yeah.
You
So
be very, very careful about requesting emails to be sent just for the sake of them.
Mel's gonna open it and she's gonna fucking just find like a massive, just like
anything that gets sent to me that's fucking crazy, I'm sending it to you expeditiously. Like, it's just happening.
I'm gonna reroute it.
I'm just not gonna say anything, and I'm just gonna send it to you. Because if you want to wish things upon me, I'm just going to quietly send things, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, Mel sent me something," and you're gonna
on it. I'm just simply not gonna click on it. But so as you can see, we have multiple different social media platforms, and our handle name is what?
We are Talk Your Shift across all platforms.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, TJ, for joining us again.
Thank you for having me, guys. Thanks again. Appreciate it.
And thank you guys for listening to another episode with us. So I guess we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.